Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Samantha and I am currently single and pregnant, and this is my 32-week update. This is where I feel like I'm actually seeing a difference. So there's actually something different going on. So first of all, I haven't been able to eat for like a week. Up until a couple days ago, anything I was eating, I was getting sick and it was coming back up. And let me tell you, like, when that happens, you're still hungry, but you're like, everything you eat is just coming back up. And I was like, what is going on? And obviously my stomach is very, very smushed up right now. Everything else, I tried everything. I tried even eating even smaller meals, and it just got to the point, guys, where like every single thing that I was eating and trying was just making me feel so ill, and even the smell was just making me feel like gross. No, I don't even want food near me. I was even like, one of my big cravings lately was freezies, and even freezies were starting to make me sick. So I actually called my nurse on when was it, Thursday? I think it was Thursday. I called my nurse, or called the obstetrics clinic, and they had a nurse call me back. And I said to her, I said, I know I have like an on the phone doctor's appointment on a call on Tuesday. So tomorrow I have this appointment at the doctor's. I spoke to this nurse when she called me back, and I said, look, I said, I can't eat anything. I'm hungry. Like, I don't want to not be eating stuff. Like, I don't know what to do. I've tried everything. I've tried like soup, I've tried crackers, I've tried whatever, and like none of that stuff was even like filling me. So even if I was able to manage like some crackers, I was like feeling so unsatisfied and still so hungry because I wasn't getting any nutritional value, right? So she explained, yes, it's normal, and if you've gone through pregnancy before, or if you're also going through pregnancy right now, which if you are, let me know in the comments down below and tell me how far along you are. And so if you've experienced this before, or you're going through this now, or you're about to go through this, you'll realize your stomach is so smushed up by the end of it that you're just so uncomfortable, and it's very difficult to eat anything, and it just feels like you're just running out of so much space. And honestly, I've gotten to the point where food is no longer something that I look at and I'm like, oh yes. I'm just like, get food away from me. I'm done. I asked the nurse, I said, hey, I'm used to drinking these lactose-free, because I'm lactose intolerant, these lactose-free meal replacements. I used to drink them before pregnancy. I just want to know, is this safe to consume now, being pregnant? And she said, yes, that's fine. You can have 2 a day. She just said to try and get the one that has more protein in it. So that's the one that I picked up, and I tried that out, and so far so good. I wake up in the morning, I have a small bowl of like mini wheat cereal, and then after that I sit down with my shake. It's nice and cold, it's chocolate. I really love the taste of it. Around lunchtime I'll try to like maybe, you know, have a little bit of fruit. If I feel like snacking, I'll try like a little bit of strawberries, blueberries, bananas. I find bananas have been helpful, but I'm like very careful. When I start to feel my stomach not feeling good, I actually started to take Tums, and heartburn, indigestion, acid reflux, all that has never, ever, 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 ever been something that I have ever struggled with. I've never taken a Tums in my life. Well, my grandparents brought me some Tums and said, just try it. And I said, okay, I will. It just looks weird. It's probably chalky. And I tried it, and oh my gosh, what a difference. So if I start to feel weird to my stomach, I take one of those Tums and it seems to go away, and I seem to be better. Thank God. Thank the Lord. So then I'll try to have something like easy or minimal for lunch is what I've been trying to do now, because I'm still like too hungry at lunch to wait till supper to have another meal replacement, and I don't want to be drinking 3 meal replacements a day, because I am kind of worried that maybe all the protein or something may hurt my stomach or give me an upset stomach, and I'm not really getting any, like, I don't think I'm getting any like antioxidants or anything like that, so that's hence the blueberries kind of idea. That's just what I'm trying, and that's what seems to be working for me so far. It doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody, but for me, I've had good luck so far with that, and just trying to maneuver through this so I can just survive these next 8 weeks. Then once supper time comes around, I'll have another meal replacement, and same thing. If I still feel kind of snackish, or if I feel like I can maybe have a little bit of whatever I've made for supper for Amelia, then maybe I'll go and, you know, have a couple bites of something. But I'm trying not to overdo it, because if my stomach just gets too full or too acidic, it just seems like I just feel horrible. I end up feeling horrible, and I can't, like, I don't know what to do anymore when I feel horrible like that. What do? You just don't do anything. You end up feeling like you can't get nothing accomplished. And it's getting to the point now also that like my hips and everything and my balance is way off, way different. And like my lower back pain and around the front of my belly, oh, it hurts so bad. The contractions that I have been and that I was experiencing were so painful, guys. But actually, an update from that is that I'm not experiencing that as much anymore. But even like walking around my house for half an hour, and like right now I'm in the process of like organizing certain closets and things that I know, like I'm swapping out our winter stuff and putting all of our winter stuff away in Tupperware containers downstairs, and things that just haven't been taken after or looked after for a little bit. Like I was in the closet today where we hang our jackets, and I took all the winter boots out, and I have a shelf up top that just kind of had like, you know, light bulbs, candles, like umbrellas, all these extra little things, gloves and mitts were thrown up there, hats, whatever. So I just decided to get up there and take all that stuff down and throw it in a bag to put in a Tupperware container down in the basement. And also I'm hoping, and I'm doing some major wishful thinking, hoping that this is going to end up speeding up the process when it comes time that I hopefully find out also tomorrow if I'll be able to move forward with purchasing a house before the baby comes. If so, I want to try and get as much organized and put away that's not essential to have out in my place, so I'm more prepared for moving, especially how far along I am in pregnancy and going to be hopefully moving. But I really think at the end of the day, no matter what, I may have to move, even if I can't buy a place. So I don't know, I'm just going with the flow right now, and I'm just going to see what happens. But I'm hoping that our heart's desire is what's going to end up being able to be possible. It's just with this whole like you know, virus thing and state of emergency going on in our world right now, and in our country and in our province, it's made it very, very difficult to move forward with those applications, because everything was put on hold for so long. And I don't know if things are going to have to be revised before sent in, and I'm not even back to work yet, because my province is going to phase 2 now, which they're like reopening a little bit more. The malls are supposed to open on Wednesday. They did announce 2 more cases in our province, so we have 120 people, but all of them are recovered except for 2, and the other 2 are self-isolated. I think 1 was travel related and the other is still under investigation. So because of that, they're still moving forward, because we haven't had any other cases for like 20 some days now, or I don't even know, I've lost track of time. So we're moving forward with that. But then hairstylists, and for anybody who's been following my channel for a little bit, you know that I'm a hairstylist and I'm a salon manager. So for us, we're not opening back up until phase 3. So my company got a hold of me specifically at the end of last week, and they said, look, even if you guys open up in 2 weeks, because if there's still not a lot of cases in the next 2 weeks, will be implemented to open them back up. But my company is an international company. They're all over the world, and they said even if our province opens back up, if they're not ready with all the masks, safety glasses, and supplies and stuff for sanitization and new protocols and signage, if they're not ready to send that out to us yet, those supplies, then we're not going to be able to go back into the salon until they have that all prepped and ready for us. Which, like, thank goodness, like, we need to be safe. And honestly, I'm really nervous to go back, but I think my biggest reason that I'm just like, get me back in this salon is because if I get a hold of my mortgage broker and she says, I'm going off now, I'm going off on a rant. If I get a hold of my mortgage broker and she says, oh, well, we need 2 new updated pay stubs, I'm gonna be like, there's no way it's gonna happen. If I'm only back in the salon in the next 2 weeks to 1 month, I'm only gonna end up being in the salon for like 2 weeks before I go on my maternity leave to go have the baby. Because I will take 2 weeks off prior to actually having her. So I'm just like, I'm like right at the end of my rope here. So pray for me. Pray for me, everybody. So I'm just like really hoping that this can work out. My mortgage broker is like super awesome. She's totally cool. She's made a lot of stuff happen for a lot of people who didn't think that they could have anything happen. So I'm really hoping that she can pull some strings or do something and get this rolling for me without requiring any updated information, since she already had all my information. It's just that she didn't put everything through yet because then we were closed down literally like the next day. So all that being said, I just want to apologize also for my last video, baby haul, like essential items, like the minimalistic things to get. And I just want to apologize because I have a new camera that I purchased. Yay! I actually purchased the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II, and I did not realize at the time of recording that haul that it was so super dark. I think that I had my settings on the camera set up wrong, and it was the first real time that I was recording with it. So it looks to me like I'm recording good right now. So I hope that when I switch it over and start editing that I don't realize it's super dark, because that's what happened in the last video. And there was no way after like, it was like an hour of footage that I squeezed down into 18-19 minutes. And I was like, there's no way I'm refilming this. So I just edited it and put it up, and that's that. But anyways, yeah guys, other than that, is there much else? I got my stroller. My dad and my stepmom, they gifted it to me. Thanks guys, love you. And yeah, they were the ones that gifted me the stroller car seat combo. So I was super stoked. I got that yesterday and got it all set up, and it's super beautiful and I'm in love with it. And then I also was able to finally pick up just in my local area, somebody was selling a baby bathtub for super cheap, and it was in perfect condition. Like, I don't even know if it was really used because it doesn't even look like it was. Came with the instruction manual still, so I'm not even sure if it was used. And I was also able to pick up from another couple a newborn baby girl lot of clothes. So I went through those yesterday as well. Super adorable. It feels really good to have more clothes for her, because like I just feel like I'm getting so close to the time of having her, and I just feel kind of like I'm not fully prepared yet, but I know it will come, and I feel like good now. Like if she were to come now, I just need like my baby lotions, diaper rash cream, baby washes, stuff like that, all the tiny things. So other than that, I think we're good. I got my laundry detergent today, baby laundry detergent. So I'm actually in the process right now of washing the baby's clothes to be able to just fold them up and get them ready, which means I'll be able to start packing my diaper bag slash hospital bag a little bit better. I've had a couple people ask me if I will end up vlogging my birth or my labor. The only thing that I'm unsure, that I can't give a definite answer, is that when that time comes and I go into labor, I live holy shoot. I can't stop sneezing. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I just took a major sneeze attack. Oh, it's gonna happen again. I'm really tired feeling today, and I was like almost ready to take a nap, and I was like, I have to film. But anyway, where was I? Yes. So the only thing about filming my labor or my birth story or whatever it is, the only reason that it may not happen and that I can't definitely say, yes, this is happening, is because I live alone with my daughter. So let's say she is here when I go into labor, because the only other place that she would end up being, depending how lifted restrictions are, would be maybe at her stepmother's house. And the reason she has a stepmother is, for anybody who doesn't know, is her father passed away. It's a little bit of a sensitive subject, so I'm not sure if I'll go into too much detail about it ever, but it may be something I could possibly talk about in a story time in the future, just to give a little more detail. But she has a stepmother from that situation, so she goes to see her, but during this quarantine lockdown, she has not been able to go see her, so it has just been her and I. However, if she's with me at the time, Amelia, when I go into labor, it's me by myself. I'm gonna have her bags packed to be able to go to whoever's, and then I'll be calling whoever I need to call to come get me, to get her. She'll be going with them. They'll be bringing me to the hospital. I'll have all my stuff ready to go, but I'm gonna be doing this birth naturally. And I know for a fact, when I was pregnant with Amelia, it was almost impossible to even be coherent. So I'm not even sure if I'll be able to vlog at all, if I will be up for it or have enough, you know, pain resistance to be able to. And I would be able to maybe get there, set up my tripod and my camera and stuff and turn it on, but my battery is going to eventually die while I'm probably in labor, and we'll never get to the end. So we'll see what happens. Since I'm not really gonna have anybody with me, that's not my plan. My grandmother may end up with me, and even at that, I'm not sure how comfortable I am, so we'll see. I'll figure it out and see if I'm able to, and if not, then I can always follow up with first 24 hours with her and in the hospital and whatever else. So I'm hoping that I'll get some kind of footage to be able to document this, and that would be awesome. So guys, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thanks so much for watching. If you are new here and you are not currently subscribed, please just hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. It's a really great way that you can support me, and it takes no time at all. And if you tap the bell notification, you'll be notified every time I make a video. It's like magic. So guys, thanks so much for watching. All my returning subscribers, you know that I love you and I appreciate you guys, and I hope everybody's staying super safe, super happy, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!